ranked win this year. And in their Houston Blues, the Cougs own the opening tip. He's in the starting lineup again.
Well, he looked good in shoot-around, looked good in warm-ups. Was able to knock it down. You talk about knocking it down. Out of reach and cause steals just like we saw right there.
Here's Emmanuel Sharp in the open floor. And he has two.
You might have to get a time.
Here's McMillian. His first shot is true. Cryer.
Might have got away with the travel right there.
Now the lefty goes left. Toppin. Had it met at the rim by Tugler. And Williams, Johnny, on the spot for the putback.
Tugler's from...
Good ball movement. Hawkins for three. And JoJo Tugler is down. And it looks like he might have taken a shot to the nether regions, King. Not fun for anybody.
Definitely not fun.
So a hot shooting start from two hot shooting teams.
Let's take a look at this right here. This is where it's what you have to do. When Houston doubles, you have to be able to kick opposite. They specifically worked on that in shoot-around. JT Toppin, only 6 assists in the last 8 games.
Offense, #1 in defense, and they're one of only 2 teams in the top 10 in either of those categories.
Red 15 will be assessed a flagrant 2, personal foul, and ejected.
Now that is some breaking news. JT Toppin has been ejected from the basketball game. A flagrant 2 foul on the leading scorer and rebounder for the Red Raiders, and JT Toppin gets the gate just 4 minutes into this game.
We have to take another look at this one. I don't think JT Toppin knows. I disagree with that, Rich.
And JT Toppin doesn't even realize it. It's going to be 2 shots on the ball for Houston, and JT Toppin is in disbelief.
Rich, I think that momentum was taking him backwards. He lifted his leg up, not intentionally to try to kick him in a certain spot.
And now Grant McCaslin just got teed up. I think what he was arguing is if JoJo Tugler got injured and had to go to the sidelines, he shouldn't be allowed to shoot the free throws.
I think he's upset at this play. This is not a flagrant 2 worthy. And I understand his frustration. He said he's passing the ball. That I understand his frustration right there.
Yeah, he's saying it. He's passing the ball. And Grant McCaslin is on the court. We welcome you into Houston, Texas. Juwan Roberts and the Cougs.
He did not lift his leg intentionally to try to hit anybody. So that's an absolutely horrible ejection. I come to get this upset.
And we are tied at 13. An absolutely shocking turn of events. Milo's using it. Roberts lost at 10 on the clock. Cryer trying to bail him out with the 3 ball. And an answer from one of the best 3-point shooters in the country, Chance McMillian. McMillian with 8 already. And now give him 10 and a chance for 11.
Rich, I think that is where Chance gets to the rim. That's where he's gotten the most, that's where he's gotten better. Deliver that pass clean.
Excellent instruction, Professor McClure. Tugler with the foul, and Houston's on top. Here's Hawkins. And Uzan went down, and Hawkins takes advantage.
And that's a great sign because...
And that is exactly what Houston tracks in their practices. Terrence Arsenault for 3. Right back at you. Elijah Hawkins with back-to-back.
Elijah Hawkins, you love the confidence that he displays every single time he's on the floor.
The pull-up by Cryer. And L.J. Cryer has 11. Here's Williams. Bad right ankle and all. Darian Williams, a beast.
Well, that's how.
Working on Javier Francis. It's a 5-on-5 matchup. And it's a 5-on-5 crime. D5. And all he's done is watch the Red Raiders mount a 7-point lead tonight.
Well, Rich, they look fired up. That's a tough shot right there by Terrence Arsenault. So when you look at Texas Tech.
Francis, an easy best scorer, JT Toppin. Wilson. Mid-range.
The bench.
10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Walton rattles in and out. Offensive rebound. Now it's Anderson with a huge three. Beyond the arc in Big 12 play for Christian Anderson. L.J. Cryer at the buzzer. No good. And Texas Tech minus. Texas Tech 13-1 this year when they lead at the half. But right out of the half, Milos Uzan knocks down his first three of the night. Texas Tech ranked 22nd, their first time ranked in the AP poll this year, but the metrics love them. Skip pass. Walton pays it off as a consigliere of sorts. And now he's baptism by fire in the head coaching department in the Big 12. Blocked by Francis. And that's a shot clock violation. Ball didn't touch the rim.
That is the level of rim protection that you were going to see when you attack the rim. And they end up getting beat on their home floor. This Houston Cougars team is old, they're experienced. They have veteran players who understand how to win games, like this young man right here.
An undermanned underdog, Texas Tech, ranked 22nd in the country, coming in and trying to upend and upset the number 6 Houston Cougars.
Right now, when you have a guy like Francis on the offensive glass, you have to put an emphasis in blocking out. And you can get what you want with just a little bit.
So now Tugler back on the floor with those 3 fouls. Walton makes him pay right in Arsenault's eye. How about this Texas Tech 3-point shooting barrage? 9 for 17. There's a dunk by Tugler.
Let's take a look at this dunk right here. You have to block out. Kern Walton goes over to contest. Nobody blocks out Tugler, and if
they've got a switch, Walton cans it. Wilson, patient. 10 on the clock. Cryer, fadeaway 2 is good. It might be an ankle injury.
And he was walking off limping, and it looked bad, but he's a tough kid. He's extremely tough, and you know if it's something serious, if you're Houston, you have to play through L.J. Cryer right now. He's the one rolling. You have to play through him.
Wilson, no look to Arsenault.
Look at this time by Malik Wilson. He means so much. He's been in so many big games.
Roberts to Arsenault. Another circus 2 by 23 in blue. Roberts kicks it out. 4 on the shot clock. Wilson back to Roberts for 2. Houston back on top. Cryer for 3. Off the mark that time. The tap back to Uzan.
Roberts is not at 100%. Got to find a way to attack him.
Williams working on it. Williams up and good. Wilson rises up, knocks it down. Too much dribbling from McMillian. He turned it over. Wilson at the other end.
Let's take a look at this. You can't play with the basketball when you're going up against this aggressive Houston defense, because if you do, they will cause you to turn it over. You just have to be able to knock those down when the game is tight.
No JT Toppin, no Grant McCaslin, and now Houston has its largest lead of the night. 66-65 Houston.
And that's why Christian Anderson has a chance to be special. Game on the line, steps up to the plate.
Now Roberts on the other end. Counting down to 2 minutes to go. McMillian with the scene. First points of the second half. Tech still has fouls to give before they send the Cougs to the free throw line. But Juwan Roberts is in takeover mode, King.
And if you're Texas Tech, you might want to switch that.
Here's Hawkins, gives it up to McMillian. One of the best three-point shooters in the country. Fires away. And hits. We have a tie ball game.
That's such a big-time shot right there. Williams on. But that's just good defense. Let's take a look at this. That was a two-point line. That was a two-point shot. His foot was on the line.
Tracked down by Hawkins.
You do not need a three.
Williams will shoot a three and make it.
That's
tie ball game.
This was just a big-time shot, big-time play by a big-time player. You didn't need a three right here, especially with 32 seconds. But this is how you know you're confident. You had a lane to the rim. You're a good enough shooter, though, to take that shot. Nobody stops you. Why not shoot it, Rich?
He's got it in his hands. Had a moment where he was open. Gives it to Roberts. Lost the ball. And we're going to overtime in Houston.
Loaded up. Good contest. Good defensive stop right here. Let's take a look at this. They get what they want. They get the ISO. It's worked multiple times, but Federico did a good job contesting, getting the block from the help side. Good defensive stand right there by Texas Tech.
Milos Uzan had an opening to shoot a three, and he passed it up. Instead, he went to Juwan Roberts, who has really put this Houston offense on his back in the closing moments. McMillian, he leads the Red Raiders with 17. Up and under, gets it to go.
That's such a tough bucket.
Now 5 to shoot. Roberts has to go. He does, and one.
Assuming that he was about to go for the dribble handoff. Got out of position. You have to stay solid. Because if you do not, Juwan Roberts is good enough at exposing you and getting downhill.
5 on the shot clock. Hawkins left alone. Got it! Man. Turnover. Gives Texas Tech the ball.
Let's go back to this shot. Look at this move. Right here, good defense originally. The fake drive, plant your foot. Get the defender's momentum to go downhill. You have to keep it up. You've got the offensive board. Keep the ball up. As soon as you bring it down there, way too many hands.
Uzan, the floater, the bump and the bucket.
The pick and roll, when he gets to that mid-paint area, as soon as he feels the bump, he goes right up, knows the foul is coming. Good touch around the rim. Houston works on this. They love floaters. They love that mid-paint area.
McMillian right at short for 2. Chance McMillian with 21.
Let's take a look at this Chance McMillian drive. Look at how low he is to the ground right there. The hesitation, start, stop. Plant your foot in the...
Tie ball game, overtime, Houston basketball.
I'm going to Juwan Roberts right now. Having Yalaho on him, I'm attacking that matchup.
Roberts, left hand, got the foul. Roberts gets 1 of 2 to give Houston a 1-point lead. Shot clock is off, 24.9 to go in the first overtime.
Chance McMillian or Elijah Hawkins.
McMillian right to the hole and gets fouled immediately.
And create off the bounce, and we're seeing him get to the rim a lot more, especially late down this game.
He's now 6 for 6 from the free throw line and 1 off his season high of 23. That gives Chance McMillian game-high honors, 23 points, and it's a 1-point Texas Tech lead, 16 and a half to go. Last shot time for the Cougs.
Texas Tech is probably expecting Jawan Roberts with the basketball, so don't be surprised if LJ Cryer tries to create something.
5 seconds left in overtime. Roberts for the win. He gets fouled. No! He travels with the basketball. And he heaves it across half court. Roberts with the heave. And it almost goes. But instead, Texas Tech holds on.